Govardhan Parikrama Part 3, Mandal, Uttar Pradesh, India.
Please note many people find difficult to understand Indian English accent, so I have used computer-generated voice. I appreciate viewers understand on this. This is the spot on the northern bank of Manasi Ganga where Lord Krishna's Sudarsana Chakra is embedded. When Krishna was holding Govardhana hill and protecting the Vrajavasis from the torrents of rain sent by Indra, the Lord could see that the huge deluge of water on the hill might wash down, creating a flood that would drown everyone in its wake. Therefore Krishna released his Sudarsana Chakra. It stayed over the hill for 7 days and produced heat equal to 7 suns, evaporating large quantities of rainwater and diverting a flood. Sudarsana Chakra requested Krishna a place to stay in Vraja, and the Lord told him to stay here at this place, which became celebrated as Kakratirtha. Kakul's Varaha Mandira. This famous Shiva temple contains the deity, Linga, of Kakul's Varaha and is located at Kakratirtha on the banks of Manasi Ganga. Right next to the Kakul's Varaha temple is the Bhajan Kutira of Srila Sanatana Goswami. During the last years of his life, Sanatana Goswami came to this place at Kakratirtha and performed bhajan. When Sanatana Goswami first stayed here, there were so many mosquitoes he decided to move elsewhere. Just at that moment as he was packing up his few belongings, Kakul's Varaha, Lord Shiva, appeared before him in the guise of a Brahmana and asked him why he was going away. Sanatana explained that the mosquitoes were a constant source of disturbance and he found it very difficult when he was writing his books. The Brahmana informed Sanatana that from now on the mosquitoes would no longer disturb him and he could continue staying here at Kakratirtha. Sanatana stayed and found that he was no longer bothered by the mosquitoes. Local people still say that even today no mosquitoes can be found at Kakratirtha. Even at the advanced age of nearly 70, Sanatana Goswami would daily go on Parikrama of Govardhana hill. One day Lord Krishna appeared before Sanatana in the guise of a cowherd boy. Krishna informed Sanatana that as he was now very old it was no longer necessary to go on Parikrama around Govardhana hill. Sanatana replied that he could not give it up as it was part of his daily vows. Seeing that Sanatana was determined to continue, Krishna brought a rock from Govardhana hill and gave it to Sanatana. Impressed upon the rock was a lotus footprint of Sri Krishna, the hoofprint of a calf, and Krishna's flute and stick for herding cows. Krishna informed Sanatana that circumambulating the rock 7 times would be equal to doing Parikrama of Govardhana hill. On seeing the wonderful Govardhanasala, Sanatana felt ecstatic love, and tears flowed from his eyes. By the time he regained his composure, the cowherd boy had disappeared. Sanatana then realized that he was none other than Lord Shri Krishna in the guise of a cowherd boy. Sanatana shed even more tears and condemned himself for not being able to recognize his most worshipable Lord. Sanatana then took the Sila to his Bhajan Kutira and, following the Lord's instructions, began to circumambulate this Sila every day. After Sanatana Goswami's disappearance, this Govardhana Sila was kept at the Radha Damodara temple in Vrindavana and can still be seen even today.
सनातन गोस्वामी भजन कुटीर चक्रतीर्थ
The appearance of Lord Haridva. One day Srimati Radharani and the Gopis were waiting for Krishna to come and meet them near Manasi Ganga. As they were waiting, the Gopis started to feel intense separation from Krishna. They then began to chant Haridva, Haridva, Haridva over and over again, and their feelings of separation intensified so much so, that it appeared they would give up their lives. Suddenly a most beautiful deity of Krishna as a 7-year-old boy appeared there, holding Govardhana hill in his left hand and his transcendental flute in the other. The ecstasy Radharani and the gopis felt on seeing that beautiful form knew no bounds. Radharani and the gopis performed all kinds of worship to the deity and made many wonderful offerings. After the appearance of Govardhana Haridva, Radharani and the gopis would come here every day to worship this beautiful deity. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also visited this ancient temple on his pilgrimage to Vrindavana in 1515. Upon seeing the beautiful deity of Lord Haridva, Lord Chaitanya danced in ecstasy for hours. In this temple, one can see the Pratibhamurti of Lord Haridva.
ठाकुर हरिदेव महाराज।
The village of Anora is situated 4 kilometers south of the village of Sri Govardhana and 1.5 miles north of the village of Pukri. Here Sri Giriraja repeatedly and loudly called out, "Ano Ano, bring it, out of great mercy when Sri Nanda and other Vrajavasis devotionally offered 4 kinds of food that is to be licked, chewed, drunk or sucked, in 6 different flavors. Hence this village is known everywhere as Anora.
आणि ये श्री महाप्रभु बैठक। Srinath Ji temple on the top of the Govardhan hill, Anir. So this is the way to go on the top. ये पेड़ 5000 साल पुराना पेड़ है, ये वाला। अच्छा, इसको पीलू पेड़ बोलते हैं कि कौन सा पेड़? पीलू पेड़।
यहाँ श्रीनाथ जी के वंशज में सदु पांडे जी एक गाय के चराने वाले थे। तो उनके गाय की खरक में एक नरो नाम की गाय थी जो श्रीनाथ जी को शाम को प्रतिदिन दूध पिला दिया करती थी। तो उन्होंने सोचा कि मेरी गाय किसको दूध पिला देती है, क्या कारण है, दूध क्यों नहीं देती। तो उन्होंने छुपकर देखा तो गाय को उन्होंने रोक लिया। तो श्रीनाथ जी ने ऊपर से आवाज़ लगाई, आ नरो आ, क्योंकि इस गाय का नाम नरो था। तो इसी वजह से इस गांव का नाम आनेर पड़ा।
अच्छा,
श्रीनाथ जी का रखा हुआ ही नाम यहाँ आनेर है।
अच्छा, और महाप्रभु का प्रथम मिलन आप बता रहे थे?
जी, बल्लभाचार्य जी ने ब्रज 84 कोस की यात्रा की तो उन्होंने यहाँ आकर गिरिराज जी पर न चढ़ने के कारण उन्होंने श्रीनाथ जी को प्रार्थना की कि आप मुझे दर्शन दें और यहाँ आए। तो उन्होंने श्रीनाथ जी ऊपर से नीचे आए और उनको दर्शन दिया।
अच्छा,
इसलिए प्रथम मिलन बैठक है श्रीनाथ जी की, बल्लभाचार्य जी की प्रथम मिलन है।
अच्छा, अच्छा।
Sri Danagati is situated in the middle of Sri Govardhana village. Here Sri Krishna played the Dana Leela with Srimati Radharani, lovingly quarreling with her on the pretext of collecting tax. On the southern side of the Dhanagati is the temple of Dhaniraya. Here Sri Krishna stands in his lovely threefold bending form under the name of Dhaniraya. His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami explains this beautiful pastime. Krishna collects tax from Srimati Radharani. One day Sri Krishna, along with his Sakhas, was grazing cows in the forest near a pond. He saw one very beautiful golden lotus in the pond, surrounded by bumblebees who were sucking the nectar from the flower. This fully bloomed lotus reminded Govinda of the lotus face of his beloved Radharani. Sri Krishna became impatient and told his cowherd friends, "You all play here for some time on the bank of this pond. I am going with Subala for a while." Krishna went with Subala to the place called Danagat and said to him, "Sak, how can I get darshan of my beloved Radhika?" Subala replied, "I have heard that this morning Radharani came from Yavat to Vrindavana, to the house of her father. She will definitely come here along with her Sakhas on the pretext of performing Surya Puja. If you wait for a moment here, then you can meet with her." In the meantime, Radharani and her Sakhas came to Danagat with all paraphernalia for worshipping Surya. When Radharani saw her dear Krishna resting under a kadamba tree, she told Lalita, "Saki, how can we go through this way? Sri Hari will block the road. Let us go through some other way." Lalita said, "You all come with me. Let us see what Krishna can do." All the Sakhas started to walk forward, keeping Radharani in the middle. When Krishna saw this, he asked them, "Where are you going? What are you carrying?" "I am sitting here as the tax collector of the king. Can't you see me? You all have to pay tax. Don't be so proud. I am telling you nicely to pay a small tax here, and then go." Hearing this, all the Sakhas laughed and continued to walk. Immediately Krishna ran in front of them and blocked their path. Lalita asked, "What tax are you asking? Why did you stop us on your path? You must give up this cleverness. If you talk more, then we will disclose your activities and qualities in public." After hearing this from Lalita, Krishna spoke with a very gentle and sweet voice, "Listen, Lalita. You do not know me. I have been appointed by the order of King Kandarpa to collect tax. If you do not follow my order, then punishment is inevitable. That is why you should now behave properly. There is no need of talk. Just pay the tax and happily go from here. That's it." Lalita said, "Kanai, you know so many clever words. We are helpless girls. What can we say to you? If you think we are bypassing the order of the king, then you do whatever you can do." After hearing this from Lalita, Visakha said, "Listen, Saki. What power has he here? What claim has he here? He says he is the tax collector of Kandarpa Raja. Wherever King Kandarpa lives, he has power there. This forest belongs to Radhika. We are her Sakhas. What can Krishna do here?" Krishna said, "Visak, why are you so proud? Kandarpa has claim over everyone, yet all you Sakhas avoid paying the tax and wander all over the forest in an uncontrolled manner. That is why Kamadva has become angry and sent me here. This is why the road has been blocked. If you do not pay the tax, then I will have to take you to the king." Visakha said, "What can your king do to us? Just see in front of us, Vrindavan's Vari is present. We know the power of your Kandarpa Raja very well. All his pride has been cut by the glance of Radharani. Not only that, but whenever your Kandarpa Raja hears the name of Radharani, he runs away. You are just his follower, a servant." Visakha started to walk away, taking Radharani with her. Then Krishna again moved in front of them and said, "I know very well that you would like to see me punished by the king. Then listen, Sakhas. I am telling you the truth, you cannot escape me in any way. No tricks will work here." With great pride, Lalita said, "Oh, Murari. What tax do you want?" Krishna replied, "Lalite. You are hiding the full bloom of your youth under your cloth. You will have to pay tax for this material." Hearing Krishna speaking like this, all the Sakhas laughed and said, "A tax collector who asks for a tax on material that conceals our youth. We have never heard such a thing." Now we understand why you have become a tax collector and wander all over the forest." Amongst themselves, the Gopis said, "O Sakis, let us go for worshipping Suryadeva. There is no need for us to discuss anything with him." When Krishna saw the Sakis starting to walk away again, he stopped them and said, "Listen to me. Your Saki Radha has stolen the jewel of my mind, Manoratna. Due to the absence of that Manoratna, my life has become unbearable. You should tell her to give me back this Manoratna immediately." In reply, Lalita said, "Krishna, how can you speak so many lies? My Saki is very sober. When did she steal your Manoratna? You have stolen the minds of all young girls of Gokula. Due to the loss of their minds, they have been searching for you throughout the different forests. You do not see your fault in giving a bad name to others." Krishna said, "Lalite, I do not speak lies. Ask Radharani. If she will not speak, then listen to me. One day when Visakha and I quarreled, all you Sakis stole my mind, and since then Radhika has kept it under her breast. If you do not believe my words, then let me show you." Saying this, Krishna walked towards Radharani, raising his hand to touch her. At that time the Sakis left the Kunja.
समाधि मंदिर।
Sri Sankarsan Kund is situated east of the village of Sri Anora. On the northern bank of the Kund is Sri Sankarsan Dev. By bathing in this Kund, one is very swiftly freed from all great sins.
संकर्षण कुंड। संकर्षण कुंड, संकर्षण मंदिर।
Sri Govinda Kund is situated south of Sri Anora Grama and close to Sri Giriraja. At this place Devraja Indra had Sri Krishna bathed by a Sorabi cow and with water from different holy places in order to apologize for the offense he committed, and had him named Sri Govinda. On the eastern bank of this Kunda is the temple of Sri Govindaji. In the southwestern corner is the Sri Nataji Mandir. On the northern bank is the Sri Madhavendra Puri Bhajan Kutir, on the southern bank is the Sri Madana Mohana Mandir, and on the western bank is Sri Giriraja Temple.
गोविंद कुंड। गोविंदपुरी भजन कुटीर। गोविंद कुंड। गोविंद कुंड। विराज गोविंद।
Shri Doji Mandir is situated 1 kilometer north of Shri Parikrama. Inside the temple is a Sringara Sila and a footprint of Shri Krishna when he was 7 years old. Vaisnavas do not go to this temple because it is on top of Shri Giriraja, rather they offer prostrated obeisances to the temple from next to the hill. It is said that Shri Krishna stood at this place when he lifted Govardhana hill. You can also see Lord Krishna's mukut mark on the Sila.
लोग लोग गाओ जी
ली थी।
कृष्ण जी का मुकुट है ना ये?
हाँ, ये मोर पंख, ये
हम्म
तो उसमें भोले
North of the village of Pakri are these 2 kundas. The ancient name of Shri Navalakund is Shri Puchakund, but the queen of Bharatapura, Srimati Navalarani, had this kund cleaned, so now it is called Shri Navalakund. Simply by bathing in this kund a human being attains liberation. On the eastern side of the kund is the Shri Nrsimhadeva temple and on the right side is Shri Apsara Kund. In Shri Apsara Kund the Apsaras and other goddesses always bathe. Simply by bathing here a human being attains the result of a Rajasuya or an Asvamedha sacrifice. On the western side of this kund is the temple of Shri Apsara Abari and the temple of Shri Lathaji. Here Shri Krishna's dear friend Shri Lathaji is immersed in the bliss of bhajan. On the northern side of Apsara Kund is the cave of Shri Raghava Pandita. When Shri Raghava Pandita wandered through Shri Vrindavana he performed bhajan in this cave.
temple
ये मतलब 450 से 5 साल पानी ये टेम्पल है,
अच्छा
ठीक है ना।
हाँ
और जब आप बैठी हो पूरा ठोस है, यहाँ तक आप बैठी हो
अच्छा
तो भगवान का पूरा ऐसा ठोस है।
अच्छा
इसमें मुझे कोई हॉल नहीं है, कोई कुछ नहीं है, इसमें मुझे पीला मैक्सिमम पीतल के नाम से आता है। और अष्टधातु की मूर्ति है जो गिरिराज जी में से प्रकट हुई है, स्वयं गिरिराज जी से प्रकट हुई है। नंद बाबा ने ये आपका गिरिराज पर्वत उठाया था तो कृष्ण की रक्षा के लिए उनको पुकारा था। ये नरसिंह अवतार कृष्ण से पहले का अवतार है, समझो ना। ये मूर्ति गिरिराज जी से प्रकट हुई है। हाँ, इसके अलावा हमें कुछ नहीं है।
नवल कुंड
नवल बिहारी जी का
और वहाँ पर अप्सरा कुंड है।
चल यहाँ पर भी चलो
और वहाँ उस तरफ जो है युगल कुंड राधा कुंड।
To be continued in Govardhana Parikrama Part 4, Vraja Mandal, Uttar Pradesh, India. Whenever I upload new video, I update homepage glories of Holy Dhamma and Vedic cooking of my website vedicindustan.org and also under menu. You can also press the YouTube subscribe button to receive notification. I am thankful to my subscribers and viewers for their support in my small devotional service for Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Shri Gauranga.